Yeah, Ben usually asks about this time to start 15 minutes later if he is coming. So I doubt he is coming. The radio silence is deafening.
Yeah,
which
that's right. He's
is
usually
annoying.
chirping.
I just let Matt in on the secret viewers because Ben doesn't watch these, obviously, but I am going to try and trick him with a bit of fake news in the future. Maybe.
It's coming up.
It's coming. It's coming to try and trick him. We're all going to know what it is when I say it.
Okay. All right. I'm really keen to hear it. While we're waiting for him, do you feel like Mother's Day presents and Father's Day presents should be tax deductible?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Why? Would you get your dad?
I haven't got him anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Listen, because as a person, as a victim, Mike, of
having both your parents.
Having both my parents, but also having both of my parents split up and have new partners. I've got two moms, I got two dads.
Fuck with that, yeah. You both of your blood parents are upset when you don't acknowledge the other, like the step parent. So
exactly
four things. Yeah, they should be tax deductible.
I think so. Like I'm supporting a generation who do not need financial support.
They probably need it the least out of all the generations right now.
Yeah, and I have to fork out 2 presents the first Sunday of September, 2 presents whenever Mother's Day is. I don't know. Yeah. They get birthday presents from me.
Sometime, because my mum's birthday and Mother's Day are like within 2 weeks of each other. Greatest stitch up of all time.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, as opposed, my stepdad Terry, who he's turning 70 soon.
Oh, you got to give him something for 70.
His birthday is September 1st, which is basically Father's Day.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something for him. But I was just thinking about this today. I'm like,
it's too much.
What do you get someone? My stepdad, by the way, I mean he's a doctor. He can sort himself out. He's got he's got really nice things. Does he including
your mum?
Does it? Maybe some would say. Does he need it? Does he need this present? I mean, if I have to fork out money for a present, I think I should get it back on tax.
Yeah, and Terry's the type of guy who, if he wants something, he's gonna go get it.
Yeah,
like he acts. He's like his son. He just acts on his what do you call it? Inhibitions. He goes for it.
Yeah, he likes a bit of retail therapy. I feel like we're supporting a class of people who are probably getting. I don't know how tax works for the people in that bracket. They're doing fine. I think it should be tax deductible. Based on that, I was thinking about that maybe like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that if I'm adding this to what you can get back on tax on your tax return, is there anything else you want to add? You feel like it should be added?
Ooh, my actual tax bill. Could I get that back on tax return? So the money that I owe, I can get that back on tax. Because I still owe the tax man money. I think I have until October to pay it, which is the only reason I haven't paid it.
Wow, you owe.
Yeah, I owe. I had a lot of money sitting in savings earning interest. It's not any longer. This is probably my last one, to be honest. I hope. I'm going to get an accountant next time. I've been doing it without an accountant. Are you an accountant guy?
I have. I'm not an accountant expert. There's an accountant that does my thing for me. But I kind of wish. Over the years, my tax return is like a couple of years ago, it was like three grand. Yeah. Now I'm like, it's getting really small. I might have to ditch the accountant.
Yeah, no, get a new one. What would I put on the time that I spend doing this show? I think if I can get that back, what am I worth? I'm worth anywhere between $36 to $42 an hour. We do this 1 hour, 15 minutes of prep a week. Yeah, that could be a lunch break in there as well. So that's an hour and a half. Yeah, there we go.
You know what I would like? You know what I would like to get back on tax is the money I spent for my ticket to go to the Titans game last weekend.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We should get that on tax. Anyone who finishes in the bottom 6 should be able to reimburse their tax with their tickets on tax for sure.
I feel like we should at least get it back on our rates. Maybe the city owes us that.
Yeah.
Was it $43?
Someone's propping up that team. Hey, like who's propping up the Titans right now to stay in the comp? It's ridiculous. Who can afford this? James Frizzell, Automotives. I think they're the ones that own it. They can't be making that much money.
I think maybe Harry.
Yeah,
our dear friend
probably.
Harry.
Just Harry and buying scarves.
He's donating. I could see him on the board of the Titans in like 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, you bring up when we went to see the Titans get destroyed by the Roosters. It was fun. It was a fun day. I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yes and no.
It was hot.
Yes and no. Yeah, it was uncomfortably hot, and we were directly in the sun.
We were excited to hang out with Jeff, and Jeff immediately scurried off into the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh man, couldn't deal with it. Low endurance, Jeffrey.
Oh, dude, that family, low constitution.
All very low constitution. Couldn't make a cleric? They couldn't be clerics.
Nah,
no way.
There's no way.
Why do you think he called us both cunts to our face?
I
wanted to ask his son, but he's not here.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's just in reaction to us talking about him on this podcast. I feel
they're very defensive.
They do need to fire back. They have to give receipts. But yeah, when he came up to me, I mean, he said, you can't, and he smiled and gave me a hug. So,
okay, yeah.
I didn't
give him the choice. I just hugged him and he was like, you're a cunt. I was like, all right. Good to see you.
Man, I brought my girlfriend, Wish Girl, to the game, and he said to her, I honestly didn't think you were real. I thought you were a blow up. And Kayla was like, what did he call me?
A blow up, doll.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Jeff.
Yeah.
It was really too bad that they didn't come to sit with us. I understand the fiery pits of hell, which was SIBA Super Stadium, was too much to bear. But it was unfortunate that they couldn't. I mean, I'm sure they would have loved to sit next to us while the Roosters were pumping our boys.
Yeah, it would have been nice. And it was even for a little bit as well. That was very nice too.
Yeah, that Con Pereira try when he ran the whole field. Yeah, that was special. Oh, so here he is.
Here he is.
Hey,
how you doing, brother?
I can't stay very long, dude. I'm all right. I'm a bit stressed. I just walked into the house 30 seconds ago.
Okay, and where are you going now?
Yeah, it's good to see you.
I'm gonna sleep, dude. I'm gonna sleep.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't want even just to stay for the news segment?
Nah, bro. Sorry, I'm gonna go.
Okay. All right. We'll get you next week.
Okay.
You're frozen as well, so it's good. It's good stuff.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
Say sorry to I was going to say sorry to the audience, but he doesn't care about you, audience.
No, he don't care. He just got back. He's going to sleep.
Where do we rate that on the rankings of Ben no shows? Showing up and being like, I just walked in. I've actually got to go to sleep.
I like it. Yeah, it's
a good one.
It's better than, what was it, last week or the week before when he just didn't let us know till straight afterwards. Mm-hmm. Speaking of men who are running out of steam.
Yes.
I mean, we were talking about low constitution. Case in point.
He's got a new job, guys. He's got a job that's not 30 seconds away from where he lives. So very difficult for him to record this show. I'm so sorry, everybody. Awful that's constitution.
Right. Well, while we're here, we know he's not going to watch this. What was the fake news?
We could still get him. With it. I'm going to hit him with. I'm scared he's going to watch it and he's going to know it. You know it's coming. His dad will tip him off. Actually, cut all this. This. His dad's going to tip him off.
I kind of don't want to tip it. I don't want to cut it because it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny stuff. We'll get him. All right. Bit of news here. I don't know if you've seen this. AJ Brimson's going to miss the remainder of the season. Groin injury. He's going to be sweet for next season. Philip Sami comes back in. I haven't even looked at the teams, TBH. I've been that busy this afternoon.
I've looked at him. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Which is great for my fantasy team, but bad for Brimo, who barely there, I guess. Would we give him the barely there award?
Well, you got to say in that game on the weekend, Angus Crichton scoring 3 tries, that was down Brimson's edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and I think it was Jojo Fafita, the winger on that side. That side defensively, that's where the Roosters were going. That whole second half, that's all the points. Unfortunate for Brimson. He's just been, it's not his year.
He's not a center, you know?
Yeah.
What can you do?
It's really not been his year.
I'd hate to see him go to another club. Yeah, my mum texted me and my mum called me and said, sorry, Probs forgot you're filming. Call me when you're done. Okay, that must be an emergency, but not
Shout
an
out.
emergency enough to stop this. Tommy Turbo tries to give back the money.
Yeah, I love that.
So good. Obviously, it's not allowed, Tommy, but it shows the caliber of player that he is. Right? Do we think it's real? Do we think it's fake? Do we think this is fake news?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think it's real. The Trebojevic boys are just the nicest boys. You shout out to their parents.
Yeah, they raised 3, probably 4 strapping young lads.
Yeah, I think if true that he's reportedly wants to hand back $750,000 of his salary over the next 2 years for missing so many games due to hamstring problems. Yeah, man, what a guy. It makes me really want to tip Manly this week, which we'll get to later, but denied by the NRL.
How many of them are there? There's 3 playing in the NRL. Oh, there's little ones. They're probably kids. Yeah, there's a fourth brother. Oh my God, he looks just like Burbo. Oh my goodness, he's like a skinnier version of Burbo. They might be twins. Jesus.
Oh, a skinnier version of Burbo. Burbo's already pretty pretty large
lean.
Bird-like, you know?
Yeah. They could be twins, to be honest.
Burbo reminds me of kind of like some sort of spoonbill, long-legged swamp bird.
Yes, he's got a bit of spoonbill about him. That's absolutely correct.
He's got a bit of spoonbill about him.
That's more or less all the news I got, except that obviously Kyle Feldt is going to be moving on or retiring at the end of the season. Shout out to Felty. Axel, Elliot, and I rewatched the end of that 2015 grand final the other night. It was great.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, yeah, if he's going, I mean, it's his time. That was 9-10 years ago, that game. Yeah. One of the all-time moments. I remember that I was still on Twitter. I was using Twitter back then, and I tweeted about that. I think there was a post. Someone posted a picture of him leapfrogging in the air, fist pumping. And I said, this is like one of the best images I've ever seen. And he liked it.
Oh, that's nice. Shout out to Felty.
Shout out to Felty. I have a little bit of news, by the way.
Oh, yeah, go.
So did you see that Latrell has fronted the South Sydney board?
No.
So apparently he's fronted the South Sydney board after a horror year. With on the sidelines, injury and off-field drama now with the Coke situation, which we have a little bit of a scoop on, by the way.
Yeah.
He's issued an apology on social media, saying he wants to do better. At what point?
I mean, who doesn't?
At what point, Mike? if you're in a relationship and the sex is really good, right?
Yeah.
In the case of Latrell Mitchell. But he keeps letting you down in other areas. At what point do the lack of commitment and lack of communication and emotional availability outweigh the good deed?
Yeah, and that's a terrific question. And even with the sex, it's very few and far between. Like he goes missing for months at a time, and sometimes we'll come back and you'll see him on the TV fucking the state of New South Wales or Queensland.
Yeah,
I guess he's fucking Queensland, and then he's gone from your life, and you're like, what the hell, Latrell? At what point does it outweigh it? I think if the South Sydney Rabbitohs wanted to cut ties with Latrell, no one would bat an eye. No one would be like, oh, poor Latrell.
Wait, is he coming back?
It's coming back.
Hello?
What? You are out, and we were fine with it.
We've moved on.
Well, do you want me to stay? Because I have the option to stay.
What happened? What changed?
Oh, I was just looking at the time and what time. Like they literally got it such that I got to get home, go straight to sleep, and then wake up. So like I get no time, even not even like an hour for me. Anyway, I've had my start time tomorrow pushed by 2 hours.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wonderful.
So you've got an extra 2 hours here. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the last little bit of news I've got here is probably the biggest news of the week, I think, is Sam Walker has agreed to terms. He's going to get paid $1.3 million to play for the South Sydney Rabbitohs from 2026 for 6 years. Have you seen this, Matt?
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, what was it, just a couple hours ago or something?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago, I think it says. It's on the Reddit here.
Is this a troll? Are you trolling?
No.
No.
Really?
Dude, he's off contract.
Yeah, he's off contract at the end of 2025.
I knew that. I knew he was going to do some gauching.
What's gophing?
Gauching. Negotiation.
Gauching. Yeah. Yeah, this is like 2-3 hours, I think it says here on Reddit. Yeah. Going to South Sydney Rabbitohs. Good replacement for Ilias, I think.
Yeah.
Well, who is even their halfback right now?
That doesn't end well. That does not end well. Like, you know, we all loved Trell until he moved to South. Like, you see,
talking about Trell.
This is a well-worn path, and he's going to get a lot of Rooster hate. And it's a sad thing because I don't want to hate him, but, you know, business is business. You got to do what you got to do. If he's playing for, if he's got green on his jersey, there's going to be a lot of projected hate.
Would you prefer Rabbitohs or Canberra?
It's a good question. Neither is a good option. I prefer he stay with the Roosters or come to an early demise.
Yeah, I think it's like 1.25 million over 5 years from 2026. I mean, the Roosters, they probably have that, but they can't spend that, right?
You know, like the attitude of like, if I can't have it, then I don't want anyone to have it.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm very possessive towards this player.
You'd prefer he go play rugby union?
I'd prefer he bloody retired. If you're gonna move teams, just retire, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're still you're still 23 or whatever. Just fucking retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge signing. I mean, Ben. I mean, like Sam Walker goes. Like, what do you do? What are you doing at
Chad
7? Because Kiri's also retiring.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to have to very quickly come to terms with Roosters didn't peak with these people. We always had different things come up each year, and you always had a Melbourne get in or a Penrith get in the way. The era's over. The era's over, and we've got a 4 to 5 year rebuild, and I have to look at it like that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Fair. That's actually a very mature standpoint. We've been talking for like 25 minutes, and we haven't even got to last week. Ben, anything you want to say to Sam Walker before we move on?
You know what? Good luck, dude. Do what you want.
That's it?
That's what I got.
Very mature.
Very mature. Okay. Let's look at last week's. Everybody was on the Manly Sea Eagles. Except your father, Jeff. And Jeffrey took the Tigers.
I got Sea Eagles this week. This week, Sea Eagles are an absolute smokehouse to beat the Dogs.
That's a great thing.
Line up and sign up, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that that's what your algorithm's saying?
I haven't dude. To be honest, I haven't algoed.
Have you ditched the algo already?
No. I've still got my thing. I want to sit down with Matt, and I want to use.
Yes.
I want Matt to help me nut out this formula better, and also need Matt to talk to me about anything he knows to do with automating it, because it's a good formula, but it's too laborious.
I'm fucking glad I'm not a part of it. Holy shit. I'm already busy.
So we need a way to get AI or something to have
to do it for us,
to be able to in real time run the formula. And I've already spoken to a guy online that makes like AI chatbots and stuff like that. And I went no further with it because I realized
it's going to cost you money.
No, it's not about the money. It's more the ability to constantly, because I want to refine it, right? So what I release, you want to refine and make better and better. So I need the skills, bruh.
That's true.
I went on a couple day deep dive on trying to I downloaded Python. I started trying to work out how to use chat bots and make chat bots and all that stuff. And anyway, it became quite overwhelming after a couple of days, and I sort of just took a breather on it.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you think if we had a chat bot here in this chat right now, it would ask Matt why he tipped the Warriors last week?
Yeah,
No,
I mean, if you're happy to segue, if you recall,
Sorry,
I tipped the Warriors because I was tipping the Dream Fairy Tale finish for SJ. And they were up. Was it 18-0 or something at one point? I can't remember. They were up. Dogs chased them down. Unfortunately, sad to see.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but fuck them. Well, like I said, rugby league fairy tales happen, but they don't always happen. They pretty rarely happen, actually. And I think, if anything, the fib notch on a rugby league fairy tale is getting a little bit higher. The next fairy tale that comes along, there's way more chance it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fairy tale fib notch.
We were more or less all on the Broncos except for you, Matt. You want to talk about that Parramatta Eels tip? Did you do that on the show? I can't even fucking remember.
Yeah, so if you recall, last week I was in a bit of a dark space. I was in a dark place, if you recall.
I remember.
And I was basically just throwing my desk, right? And I was in a state where if I needed to win this tipping competition, I had to pull off a bunch of big upsets. Unfortunately, this week, I did not tip the correct upsets. There were upsets. Tigers and Raiders. Didn't tip those ones. And also Parramatta also were up, like, was it 18-0 or something against the Broncos?
They were up like 18-0 at halftime. I'm pretty sure. It was fucked.
And they lost it. They've got a little bit of Titans about them, maybe last year Titans, where they knew how to score points, but they didn't know how to win games.
Yeah, and I think it's almost a guarantee they're going to get the wooden spoon. What do you guys think about that?
I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. We'll get to that next week. We all took the Panthers. No one saw the Raiders coming. Shout out to Xavier Sav.
Yeah.
We all took the Storm. Storm destroyed the Dolphins. We were more or less all on the Knights, except Jeffrey took the Rabbitohs for some reason. Rabbitohs suck, and they're not going to get better, especially with Sam Walker. And we were more or less all on the we're all on the Chuggies except for the Titans faithful. I'm sure Elliot would have been on the Titans as well. The fourth member of the Titans faithful. Pretty close game. Shame they couldn't have done it. Shame
it was real tight.
Shame Stearns can't last very long in the sun. I think I clocked you guys at about 30 seconds in the sun.
Yeah.
I just so you know, the conversation that we were having up there was basically me inviting him down several times throughout first and second half, even
we're losing
10 minutes to go. But like, the guy's health isn't good. He can't be in the sun for that long. You
really can't be in the sun for that long, and you're cutting out a lot.
So
it was pretty hot. I mean, I was struggling. The only thing that makes me feel better when it's really hot is just being like, "Fuck, it's hot." Exhausting my pain out of my body.
Yeah,
and we were more or less all on the Sharks, right? No, I was on the Dragons. Matt, you're on the Dragons. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives?
Again, they were just YOLO bets. Like, if this was a mid-year tipping round, I would have gone, 6 from 8. But it was just I was throwing feces against the wall this week.
I can appreciate that. Ben, you can appreciate that.
This is what I need. I need everybody to start Feeky walling.
Okay.
Wall, baby.
As an expert in Feeky walling here, we have got the first game. Sorry. Could you guys tip? Oh, I didn't do an intro either. Fuck me.
Well, you can do it now.
You threw me. Welcome to another episode of Just a Tip. I'm your host, Mike. Join with me, as always, Matt. Thank you, Matthew.
I'm here.
And wasn't here. Then he was here, and then he wasn't here, and now he's here again. Benjamin. Welcome.
Yo.
First game. We have got the Cowboys.
And yes, Mike, I could tip.
Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm scattered. You should see me at work. I'm so scattered. First game of the round.
That's the problem. I work with people like that description, and we can't deal with you scatterballs.
It makes me fluid. Not only in my gender. First game of the round, Ben. You know what?
Is your desk messy or clean? Is your desk messy or clean?
I mean, there's like electrical tape here for some reason. It's been here for months. But it's more or less pretty clean. And I'm a dusty boy.
Desk clean?
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. It's got folders and pieces of paper everywhere, but it's clean.
No, okay, tidy. Is it tidy?
No, it's not tidy.
That's more important. You're better off
you could lick
having,
it.
Matt, would you rather have a really tidy desk that's really dirty or really... Does that help me out here, Matt? Can you finish my question for me?
I know what you're saying. Would you rather have a desk which is like grimy and filthy and got stains on it, but it's immaculately organized?
Yes.
Or would you rather have a perfectly clean desk with shit all over it? And by shit, I mean objects.
Yeah.
It's always got things in the way. You just can't get it nice.
Yeah, I think about this sometimes. I feel like me as a person, I am a tidy person, but not necessarily a clean person.
Yeah. No,
so like my desk is well organized, but I don't remember the last time I wiped it down.
So what you'd say is your balls are perfectly trimmed, but you haven't cleaned that hood right. You haven't cleaned that hood stuff.
That's a good point. I feel like yes, it's perfectly trimmed, but once you get in there, it's got a bit of a musk to it.
All right, Ben. First game of the round.
Famously not funny. Sorry, Mike.
First game of the round. You're upsetting me. You are taking the first hit up. We've got the Doys versus Storm. Benjamin, who you got?
Oh, God. Must I say for this game? I have no idea. Storm.
Storm. Okay, cool.
Actually, Ben, what can you talk me through that as well? Like, you reckon they're still going to keep winning, or Cowboys have a chance?
Oh, I actually forgot the first team. I didn't hear on the first team. I only got Storm and then went with that.
Well, Storm are first on the ladder. Doys.
Cowboys.
I'm not this. Sorry. What did I have for this? I can't reveal it because this is a strategic game for me.
Well, you already said Storm.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't they all be strategic games for you?
Yeah, they're all strategic.
All right. Well, I'm taking the Doys.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting you're taking the Cowboys, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, why is that?
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal it. Strategy, plan within plans, and all that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I know for a fact Ben hasn't read the team list.
Are you in the spoon bowl for our tipping comp?
No, that's just me.
He's locked up.
It's more of a
locked
plate.
Up that spoon.
It's more of like a side plate. It's not a bowl.
But I mean, it's too bad because I would like to see Brooke climb the ladder here, but I don't even know if Brooke's even going to check the team list either, to be honest. So I do feel like, out of respect to our viewers, I should offer some analysis on this game. Sure. And Cowboys, Nanai and Tamalolo are back. Sure, great. But Melbourne, big news, they're resting basically their entire team.
Yeah.
Holiday boys.
They've locked up the minor premiership. It's guaranteed. It doesn't matter whether they win or lose. They're going to come first. So they've rested 11 players. Hughes, Grant, Warbrick, Howarth, Meaney, Asafa Solomona, King, Bloor, Katoa, Liero, Kamakamitha.
Warbrick.
I think I said him.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And also Cowboys have won their last 2 games against Melbourne as well.
Jack Howarth doesn't deserve a rest. What is happening?
Young guy, I guess. He's got weak bones.
Yeah, everybody else I can squint, and yes, you deserve a rest. Not Howarth. No, get back out there, young boy.
Yeah.
And you reckon the Doys have beaten the Storm twice this year already?
No, not this year. So last year and the year before, they've won their last 2 games against Melbourne, both at this stadium. Yeah. I think this seems set for a Cowboys win here. But what are the chances that the Storm's reserve grade team still wins?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, the Storm are paying $4.10. I would get on that. If
Storm win this game, it is a frightening future we have, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want Storm to win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The future of the NRL will be purple for the next 10 years if Melbourne win this.
Yeah. I hate it. I would not want it to be purple. More of a blue gold would be nice.
I feel like if I was top of the tipping ladder, I'd probably go Cowboys because I'd feel safer that way. But knowing that I got no skin in the game here, I can really see a world where the Cowboys underestimate this Storm team.
That's what I'm saying.
And Storm get the win.
No, this Melbourne team's going to bring it because there's a whole bunch of these reserve graders that are getting an opportunity to be showcased in first grade all together. So I think they're going to be like, boys, let's fucking do it.
Yeah. So I'm tipping the Storm.
I like that.
Sounds good. All right. I'm going to take the Doys. Benjamin, you are secretive?
I am going to take a draw. I'm going to go for a draw.
Take the draw, yeah. You had a lot to say about this game a little earlier, Ben. We've got the Bulldogs versus the Manly Sea Eagles.
Yeah. Secret.
I feel like
we just kick him out
on the tipping website.
This is my last secret. I just have 2 secrets. We should all have one get one secret game.
Yeah,
you've got 2 secrets.
Yeah, what's your 2?
Okay, sorry.
I believe that defeats the purpose of the existence of this podcast.
what if all 3 of us do all 8 the secret? We should just do that. We just do the same thing, but when it gets to the point of saying who we think's going to win, we say secret.
Yeah,
it'd be funny if we were all in the top 3.
Yeah, on the tipping website, there's just a third option you can select, which is just called "Who's to Say."
Yes.
Just all who's to say.
Yeah. All right, I'll kick it off. I mean, I'm gonna back my boys. The boys in blue and white, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. I saw a little Instagram reel earlier today of them all enjoying nice Lebanese food out on the ground, probably at Belmore, but they're all cooking it up and sharing and all talking and having a chat, having a yarn. Love that. Dogs 13 plus. Matthew,
that's the kind of relaxed attitude that's going to lose your winning streak.
Man, full of tabbouleh. I'm going to beat any fucking bird you put in front of me.
You know what? If you're out in the wilderness, right? When are you the most just like vulnerable? When you're sleeping and then when you're eating. You're just sitting there, fat, relaxed.
When I'm shitting. Probably when I'm shitting, I'm the most vulnerable.
Oh, yeah, shitting.
Or weeing.
Actually,
weeing sitting down. I'm pretty vulnerable when I do that.
That's why dogs always get like given off weird vibes when they shit, is because they know they're vulnerable and it's like an instinctual thing. They're like, oh fuck!
They always look at you. This is an Always Sunny joke, but they always look at you with that side eye when they're shitting because they know it's a shameful act as well.
No, it's not. It's not the shameful act. They're just like, don't put a like light on me, bro. Don't push me, cunt. Yeah, don't you throw that water at me, cunt.
Matt, are you writing down dog shitting for the thumbnail?
Yeah, one of the images. Yeah, shitting dog. I've written here.
I can see you.
Yeah.
Don't you take my hammock, cunt, and then throw food at me and then wrestle on the ground with me, cunt?
Dogs, birds, Matt. Dogs, birds.
I feel like there are some serious tea leaves to be read in this game. I don't care. He's suspended.
Okay.
I don't care at all about performance of these teams, ladder position, or anything like that. Here are the tea leaves that I'm currently reading for this game. So, first of all, the Dogs have the best defense in the league. Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, Dogs, you're amazing! Best defense in the league." Also, still undefeated at home, 10-0 for home games this year. So you got to say, geez, looking good for Dogs here. Here's what I'm also seeing, right? The Dogs just ruined Sean Johnson's final home game. Bad karma there, bad juju. Coming back from New Zealand with that. And also on the other side, Manly, you've got Tom Trbojevic trying to give up his own money to give to his teammates, getting denied, honorable act, and also it's his 150th NRL game. Tom Trbojevic.
Wow. Okay.
I'm seeing leaves of tea, and they're forming. They spell disaster. I'm saying Manly Seagulls here win this game, and I'm going to say they win by a large margin. I say the best defense in the league is going to crack this week. They're going to get their wake-up call they need before finals. Mm-hmm. Manly Seagulls win by, let's say, 16.
Okay. Benjamin. Secret. Sorry, I forgot. Secret.
No, I told you. I'm Sea Eagles. I was the Sea Eagles smoke show for this weekend. Absolutely.
All right.
For every reason Matt gave. I'm not going to repeat his reasons.
Yeah. It's a pure psychic bet.
Okay.
It's a crystal ball bet.
And when you know the guy that's got a clear lead at the comp is going tea leaf, then it's time to
took your joke.
Call the townspeople out.
Took your metaphor. It's a metaphor thief. All right.
It's a tea leaf bet.
Next game.
I was trying to include his metaphor. I could have done my own metaphor. I was trying to keep on theme.
Well, do your own metaphor. What's your metaphor?
Life's a lot like peeling a sticker. Because as you get older, the more your sticker peels off, and then one day your sticker's going to peel off, and then you're dead.
And it's just a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Then it's just...
All right. Next game, we have got the Panthers versus the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs paying $5.75. I think that's generous. If you boys would let me, this is going to be my secret bet. This is a secret tip.
Oh, this is your secret tip?
This is my secret tip, yeah. Matt, who you got? Seeing as you're the only one here right now, who have you got?
Yeah. It's interesting this is your secret tip. I wonder what you're cooking up.
Yeah.
South Sydney, they're naming Cameron Murray despite his trip to the judiciary, see if he gets off for a high tackle. Cody Walker's back. Buoyed by the news of Sam Walker's signing. They must feel good about it. Penrith dropping Laurie and McLean. Taruva and Alamotti come in. And you got to say, after 3 straight years of dominance, 4 straight grand finals, this team finally looks to be maybe running out of steam. And losing the Raiders last week. The rule is you don't tip against the Panthers. We know this. They're at home, and the Rabbitohs are shit.
Yes.
It could be tighter than expected, though. So Panthers, let's see if they find that second wind, but I'm going to say Panthers win by 8.
I don't see them so much as running out of steam as much as they've just been picked apart. And this is what's left, Brad Schneider, Luke Garner.
Yeah, Luke Garner.
Trent Talau. These are the people that are left, They've been picked apart. Ben, Panthers, Rabbitohs?
Rabbitohs just want this season to end as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
And
Panthers.
I don't even know what pride they're fighting for.
They don't have any.
That's what I mean. They're so... Yeah. Better luck next season, boys.
Yeah.
Not.
Nah. All right. Next game, we have got the Parramatta Eels versus the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Probably going to skip this one, right, boys? Saturday, 3 p.m.
Game?
Maybe.
What are we talking?
Para Dragons. Para at CommBank.
Oh, that seems a bit dirty.
The thing I love about this is that even if Para win, they still have to beat the Tigers next week to avoid the wooden spoon. So they're fucked either way. Something that I saw James Graham was saying today is like the Storm. Oh, I haven't even looked. Like the Storm, why wouldn't you rest all of your best players if you're Parramatta? Like, it doesn't matter if you win or lose this game. You should rest all of your best players so that no one gets injured and they're not gassed for next week. What do you think about that idea, Matt?
Interesting. Wait, so you said that even if they win this game, they still have to win next week as well?
Yes.
Well, shouldn't they then don't they need to win both games to not avoid the wooden spoon?
I think if they win this week, they'll be on the same amount of points as the Tigers.
Yeah.
So they'll be on 22 comp points, and the Tigers have a better points differential. But if they lose this, they're 2 points. I think maybe they have a better differential. I don't know.
Yeah, gotcha. But if that's the way it works out, yeah, I don't know. I think
should rest them.
You do have to. You got to play for pride. All right, you got to play for the fans who are paying money to come see the game. This is a home game. They've got members who have paid membership, and we know memberships are expensive these days.
They're going up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I don't think you can. You can't. You got to think of the fans. I'll be tipping the Dragons here because, I mean, it's a must win for them. They've got 4 teams breathing down their neck to take their 8th spot, in the finals. They have to keep winning. As I said, Parramatta seem like they've know how to score points, but don't know how to win games. So I'll say Dragons by 8. But it could be a gritty Eels win, but I'm going Dragons.
I got a good NRL product. It's basically, how about this? It's like having season membership for any team, any game, for any game in the regular NRL season. not including semis and grand final, but just your regular season for life. So
Wait.
Yeah, I'm with you. Membership for life.
A lifetime membership to every game at every stadium in the regular season. But it costs like 10 grand or 15 grand or something. Like it's quite an investment, but like you got to work out whatever the price is. But so yeah,
every game, every ground.
Yeah, maybe NRL could sell a few of those and get a bit of money in. Then they can pay their players better.
If I'm the NRL, I am doing that, and I'm getting like the 12 to 24 suckers who are doing that, and then I'm changing it from the NRL back to the ARL, and then it's null and void.
You find a loophole in the contract.
Yeah,
a universal ticket.
Is that Mikey's business plan?
Yeah, that's Mike's business plan. Yep. Hire me.
You've been figuring collabs with Trell, I guess.
Vlandis and Abdo. Which one's the South African and which one's the Rat Man?
Vlandis is not South African. Abdo is the South African.
Vlandis is the little.
Yes, yeah. He's the Penguin, the Batman villain.
Yes, he's probably a very nice guy, but he's the Penguin. Benjamin, Para, Dragons, Secret tip.
He's taking the Dragons.
Yeah, he's taking the Dragons. All right, next game.
Attention.
Next game, we have got the Battle of Suncorp. We have got the Dolphins versus the Broncos. Wow. Didn't see this one coming. Would feel really good to be the Dolphins and just sort of ensure the Broncos don't make the 8, right? Did you see Kevy in the post-match conference being like, "Oh, we will make the 8. We will make the 8." Like the journalist asked if, and he's like, "We will." And the journalist's like, "Okay, when you make the 8," and like reframe the question.
Well,
it's so awkward.
I like the passion, I like the positivity, the manifestation. Yeah, Kevy's manifesting.
Yeah, okay. What could go wrong? If I'm that journalist and they lose to the Dolphins, I'm like, Kevy, just want to make sure you said that you would make the 8, and now it's statistically impossible. Anything to say on that one, Kevin? Yeah, making promises you can't keep there, Kevin. And I might tip the Dolphins here. Hey, like, is anyone out? Bromwich's Witches, Cody Nicarima. Oh, who's at 6 then? Sean O'Sullivan. He's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Hey. Who are you taking, Matt? I'll take who you don't take.
It's an absolutely crucial match, right, for both teams. They're both out of the 8. They both need to win. Both teams, it's a home game. It's at Suncorp Stadium. Redcliffe, the Dolphins, once looked extremely solid for finals before Origin, now slipping further and further away. I mean, of their last 11 games since the State of Origin period started, they've won 3. And of those, against not great opposition. Some people saying since Wayne Bennett signed with the Rabbitohs next year, their form has gone to shit. He's poaching his own players, Ewan Aitken, to sign with the Rabbitohs next year.
Yep.
So questions are being asked. Where you got Brisbane, Payne Haas named in the reserves after a Lisfranc fracture, thought he was gone for the year.
Probably not going to happen, right? I hope it doesn't happen.
Unlikely. You thought they wouldn't make finals, and here they are. And also, in these two teams have played 3 matches in their history. Broncos have won all 3 of them.
Wow.
I think Broncos win. Broncos by 6.
Really? Broncos are a better team. Benjamin, what do you think?
Newcastle. No, I'm just joking. No.
It was a great joke.
Fucking Finns and Broncos, like, they should fire that old fuck for what he's doing. It's the most disrespectful thing.
It's like handing in your resignation and then getting fired like the next day.
He's checked out. He's mentally checked out from the Finns, and he's trying to destruct what he's created in a way that helps his future success in whatever his personal endeavors are with the fucking bunnies, not caring what's left behind him. It's just everything that I don't know.
Go off, King.
Yeah, go on. I was going to say that it's probably more of a situation where he or Wayne is sort of hands off and handing the reins over to the new coach, who I'm looking up his name right now. Is it? I'm not seeing a backup coach in board and stuff here. Hang on. Who's the backup coach for the Dolphins? Who's taking over next year?
I believe it's me.
It's you.
Yeah. You and Aiken is overrated. Get out on my team.
Christian Wolf. Who would you cut from the Dolphins, real quick?
Well, Jesse Bromwich is probably getting a bit too old. I mean, he's a fantastic servant.
Lemu?
Maybe Lemmy.
Milford already got dropped today as well. Nicarima
has been a little bit out of form. The whole team's been a little bit out of form. Hard to say. But the 4-pack is aging, so I think I'm making changes there.
I would get rid of Pangai. Pangai gone.
Tavita, no need to show up to work tomorrow, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm blocking his number.
You won't come to training anyway.
Yeah, he's like, can I come and clean out my locker? It's already clean.
It's
what?
Fine. It's on the street.
Yeah.
Take the whole locker.
It's in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
I am going to take the Dolphins.
The security guard at the gate has your garbage bag of possessions.
Next game we have got here is the Sean Johnson Cup. We have got the Sharks versus the Wars. How about
this? Please return the garbage bag.
Sean Johnson's last game of NRL, and he's playing at Shark Park. Could you think of anything more poetic? This is where the fairy tale happens, right?
Is this the fairy tale?
This could be the fairy tale.
Wow.
4.9? $4.90? I don't know about that. Who's out for the Wars? Roger sucks dick. Adam Pompey?
Yeah.
This might be... I'm taking the Wars. Fuck it.
You're taking the Wars here.
I'm going to take the Wars here. Fuck it. What are you guys doing? Specifically you, Matt, first.
Tricky. Cronulla, they're naming Nico Hines in the 22 jersey, so in the reserves after his ankle injury. But you got to ask, do they even need him? I mean, since he got injured, they've won 5 from 6 games. Yeah. In fairness, none of those were against top-tier opposition, but still. And also, McInnes, by the way, plays his 200th NRL game. So
it's only been 6 games. Jesus, it feels like longer. How many buys did they have?
They had a buy in there. Maybe
All right.
Maybe 1 or 2 buys. But yeah, New Zealand Warriors, they have their bye next week, so this is officially their last home game of the year. Got out to an early lead against the Dogs last week, as we said earlier. Let it slip. You have to wonder if this is that was their last bit of energy before they get their early holiday. I mean, maybe this is me, spite tipping that I tipped them for the fairy tale and I didn't get it. Maybe they get the fairy tale this week, but I have a feeling that Sharks are maybe in too good of flat track bully form right now. But in honor of Sean Johnson, I'll say the Sharks win by 7 points.
That's very nice. Benjamin. Sharkwa.
Sharks by 24 points.
All right. Next game, we've got the Newey Knights versus the Gold Coast Titans. Gold Coast Titans have done with their home games for the season. Say la vie.
Yep.
Who we got? AJ Brimson, as mentioned, is out with a groin injury. He's the only out. Kai Piss-Paul is injured. Tell me what happened to him.
Laceration. He got cut.
Oh, yeah. I did see a photo of that. That's yuck.
Yeah.
And more or less 1-17 then for both Titans. Without AJ, probably back to full strength, right?
I mean, still with no Tino. Bradman Best back for Newcastle Knights.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about this one? You can go first on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Newcastle they're still a chance for finals if they win both of their games. Their for and against, I don't think, is very good. So they need some other results to go their way too. So they have made a motivation, right? The motivation's there for the Knights. The motivation's probably not there for the Titans. No more home games. And But mind you, saying that if next week, right, the Titans are against Penrith in Penrith. So this is my last chance this year to tip my boys due to the rule that we know exists.
Yes,
so
that's right.
I'm going to tip the Titans to win by 1 point here. But if I was a smart man, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. I am also going to take the Titans because I'm so far at the bottom that I don't care. I've tipped them like 5 weeks in a row. Like, fuck it. Let's just go. Yeah. Let's do it. Win the last 2 for me. Give me hope before next season. That would be very Titans of them.
Yeah.
Benjamin, are you there?
No. He's taking Newcastle. He never tips the Titans.
He's taking Newcastle. All right, next game we've got the Sydney Roosters versus the Raiders. Let's have a look. Anyone out? Jared Ria-Hargraves, my cousin. Shout out to you for trying to take off. Whose head did he try to take off?
Verrills.
Verrills' head. Shouldn't do that. Not to your former teammate, your former grand final winning partner. Yeah. And Suoli'i, what happened to him? He dead?
Injured. He went off
neck
in that game. You remember he went off pretty early.
I was wasted, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do we think the Raiders can like continue their form? And they're not going to make the 8, right? Do you think they can upset the Roosters in this game, Benjamin?
Ben?
Raiders, Roosters.
Yeah.
Where are Raiders sitting?
12th.
And it's in Canberra.
No.
Allianz.
I thought we agreed you were going to say the home team first.
I did.
Where is it? Bathurst.
It's at Trellianz.
Trellianz.
Oh, you should have said Roosters first.
Walker arms.
Yeah,
arms.
I know. I agree. Can we just like stop here, Mike? I want a public apology. Yeah, we Scrape, put the brakes on this podcast. Let's just stop this shit right here.
That is
Mike, I've had enough. Okay.
Yeah, that is what threw him, is that I switched them around. If I did, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. That is what's thrown him.
I've had enough.
It's not the constant fucking snacking of sugar before bed. Like, what are you doing? Sorry. What kind of example are you setting for the kids?
This is my dinner.
It's a sad dinner.
Yeah. Anyways,
Roosters, Raiders.
Roosters, Raiders, Ben?
Yeah, the Roosters.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're mad at us. You were out. Like, you were done. You're $100 richer.
The Raiders, they just did knock off the 3-time premiers, and they are still fighting for finals, but they have probably the worst chances of those teams in the logjam because their for and against is just so bad. So, and also Sydney Roosters, now that Penrith has fallen away, they have a chance to keep winning to lock up a home final first week of the finals. So they definitely want to win. They get Connor Watson and the Cheese back, despite losing those other 2 players that we mentioned. I think Roosters get the job done, and I think they do it in style. I think they win by 20.
Nice. Benjamin? I think he said Roosters. I can't remember. He did. Yeah, I'm also going to take the Roosters. Easy. But I hope the Raiders win. All right. Comments?
Yeah.
Is that a yogurt? Rugby League History writes, Matt kind of looks like Fonzie with that coat, white vest on, and sunglasses, looking like he doesn't care about anything. That's nice.
Yeah, thanks. I was in a dark space.
I feel like that's not the first time he's referred to one of us as Fonzie.
Maybe.
I'll have to go back.
Shout out to Rugby League History, who's now doing face to camera videos. Much prefer that format.
Love it. Love his reels.
Strapping young man.
Love him. He's so handsome. You should, if Ben ever quits Rugby League History, you're going to have to come on this show. But I'm quitting, and you have to do it with Elliot, Matt, and Rugby League History. That'd be great. And he says also that he would probably eat the baby end of the umbilical cord as well, which is a fair bet. Fair bet.
I like it.
Fair bet. Epic Armadillo writes, this year is Dragons' year to win the grand final, but next year I believe Titans and Tigers will improve just like Bulldogs did, and hopefully both of them get into the top 4 just like in 2010. So Dogs and Dragons, 2010, I guess. Titans didn't make the top 4.
Titans made top 4 in 2010. That's right. That was the best every year.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, we lost to the Roosters in the prelim final before the grand final.
Yeah. Jeff Stern writes, in 3 years of watching JTT, finally Matt has said something. He put Matt in all capitals. has said something I agree with. He doesn't have anything to live for.
Yeah,
harsh
thanks,
but
Jeff.
true. I don't know about that.
Harsh but true. Harsh but true.
One of you probably has more to live for than the other.
Well, listen. At least he's got the Roosters, right?
That's right. That's true.
At least his NRL team's better.
Lifeline is on 13, 11, 14. Or Jeff's advice line. Ben has his number. I can probably share Jeff's number as well. I can get it out here if you're ready.
No, can you just respectfully not put anybody's phone number? Because this could start a phone number war that none of us want.
Is Jeff going to put my phone number on his show?
No. I'm going to have to retaliate on his behalf. You don't want to get me involved.
You're very defensive. You're very defensive, brothers. That was probably my joke of the weekend, actually, when I called you the Stern twins.
Yeah,
I like that.
The Stern family, famously litigious family. You don't want to get on the bad side. Famously litigious, we'll take you to court for $100.
Matt, do you want to sell your ticket to Sunday game? I don't think it will improve your chances of survival.
Was that still Jeff?
That was still Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. No, I was there. You got to take your licks.
Probably didn't realize we're going to be reading that out after the game. All right, Benjamin, do you have a hypothetical for us?
Shit.
Matt, what do you got for us?
No.
Go on.
I don't have one. This is taking way too long to say no.
Yeah, no. I mean, Matt went to go say something, and then you interrupted him. It sounded like you had something.
I was gonna say something, and you were like, I
hadn't finished my thing. I hadn't finished my bit.
Oh, sorry. Please bit.
Okay, yeah. Please continue with this hilarious bit.
I'm finished.
Okay, good. Matt, hypothetical?
Well, my hypothetical is at the top about the tax returns, which was a fantastic conversation, by the way. That was
great. This show was pretty top heavy. Maybe we can skip the hypothetical. We're almost at an hour anyway.
Yeah, I think let's skip.
All right, we are all on the Doys, more or less, right? I'm on the Dogs. You two are on the Manly Sea Eagles. We're all on the Panthers. We're all on the Dragons, I think. Just stop me when I'm wrong. You two are on the Broncos. I'm on the Dolphin. We're all on the Sharks, right?
I think you said you're on the Warriors, right?
Oh, I flipped already.
Okay.
Matt, you and I are on the Titans, and Ben, I assume you're on the Knights. You missed that part. You walked away. And we're all on the Roosters, right?
Yeah, and just correcting you, I am tipping the Storm in the first game.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. And thumbnail.
Yeah, I could thumb. Geez, what am I going to do here?
Yeah, what do we have? Do we have anything funny?
Well, we're not funny, famously not funny. I might just pretend like I'm a shitting dog.
What else? What other episode titles do you have there? Jog my memory.
The ones I've written down here are bit of Spoonbill about him, bit of Musk, and tea leaf bet. That's what I've written down. Yeah.
There we go. That's my tea leaf.
We'll see. I'm going to do the same thing I did last week. I'm going to be back here.
Okay, that's good.
Dude, that was going to be good. That's going to be good.
Nice.
All right, take us out, Benjamin. One job.
We're still going. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'll give it better energy this time because last energy was a bit of not good.
Thank you.
That was a little bit better.
Ben, can I share a secret with you real quick, Ben? Sam Walker's not going to the Rabbitohs. That was a lie.
Okay, good.